This is, the lighting is what it is. Um, yeah. Still getting things together. What can I say? Boxes, boxes, boxes everywhere behind me. Is that a box? There's boxes. So, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm getting it all together. Slowly but surely. Okay, so Real Housewives of Atlanta. What has been going on? So, this was a long awaited arrival of the ladies, of Sanya, of Marlo, of Candy, of Kenya, of Drew, of Sheree. Um, what, this is 4, 5, 6, maybe episodes in. Um, Although I think this season is funny. I do. I think the girls are funny. Um, it's not really. It's giving me something, but it's not giving me enough. It's giving me something, but it's not giving me enough. It's okay. It's okay. Um, do I think that it needs to be canceled? No, not necessarily. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'll say this. I'll give these exact group of girls, ladies, one more time with this cast. Sanya, Sheree, Drew, Kenya, Candy, Marlo. I give them one more season with this exact cast. But if not, we're gonna have to recast. We're gonna have to do something because it's okay. It's just not enough. It's very C plus, B minus. It's very that. And it's just not enough this many years in. How long we had to wait for this to come on this particular season. Um, it's just not enough because at this point y'all could just bring the rest of the OGs back and call it a day. Some of the best seasons of Housewives of Atlanta um, was when, and I hate to say it, but was when Nene was there, Phaedra was there, Candy, Kenya, Cynthia. Some of them we can, Portia. Some of them we could do without. Kim, even. Kim Zolciak. You know. It's true tea. It was authentic, or maybe this is just the route of reality television these days. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Once you've so many years in, once you've talked about everything, what more else is there to talk about? We've seen, similar to like Bad Girls Club, the season 127th. I don't know what more you could do. I could care less. It's a new group of girls, but the Bring It On movies, the cheerleading movies, they have 126 of those. After a while, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna talk about this particular last episode. Yeah. Oh, besides last week when Tyrone had Sheree waiting on her in Philly. Now I went to Philly one time with my friend. It was a good time. But anyway, I know that from Philly to New York is maybe like an hour or something like that. I think, if that, or depends on where in New York, I guess. But typically, I'm assuming it's like an hour from Philly to New York, and of course, you have to factor in traffic and all that kind of stuff that would make it longer of a trip. But I don't know. Y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Do I have any New Yorkers, any Philly, any Jersey subscribers? Y'all put in the comment section. But yeah, so anyway, Tyrone told Sheree that, just let him know or whatever. She was like, oh, I'm coming up to Philly. They're like, cool. Now because he is on probation, he has to go within a certain amount of miles. And the certain amount of miles is what is it, like 100 miles or something like that. Anyway, they showed it. But anyway, what Sheree was, it was less miles than that. So he could have very well came to go see Sheree. He never showed up. She's sitting there in a fur and glasses in the middle of Philly, outside this little cafe, sitting there crying, hooping and hollering, calling Kenya of all people. What y'all think about Kenya and Sheree's blossoming friendship? It's interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, so yeah, he left her. I felt bad for Sheree. I did. I felt bad for her. I know that she's done a lot to be with Tyrone. I'm sure everybody was telling her not to be with his side ass, and of course everybody was right. But you know, when you're in love, it can't nobody tell you nothing. When you like somebody, can't nobody tell you nothing. So you know, unfortunately, this situation had to happen for her to maybe wake up and smell the I don't know. Wake up and smell the toilets. I don't know. But maybe she got it. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. This child, according to Marlo, when Marlo had this whole little party for her, she's sitting up there saying, "Oh, I'm still in love with Tyrone, and I can block him, but I'm probably gonna unblock him and all this kind of stuff." So it's still early stages, but hopefully she gets out of that toxic situation with Tyrone. Not from my personal experience, but from things I've heard and seen. Men that are fresh out of jail are wild. They're hoes. They've been locked up, cooped up, and you set them free, they're a fool. So expecting them to be faithful to you fresh out of jail is slim to none. It's don't look forward to it. Let that man be single. Let that man get with whomever, and then he'll decide when he's ready. Anybody will decide when they're ready to get in a relationship, but that man is fresh out, and you expect for him to be faithful to you. Nope. So, a lesson learned, Sheree. So yeah. What happened? Let me see. What else? Kenya is kind of like the bone carrier somewhat this season. And she's kind of the one that's like in and out of different groups. Like everybody, it's kind of like everybody wants to be on Kenya's team, or they wants to be friends with Kenya. It's very odd. We've never seen Kenya in this space before. But Kenya looks like she's the HBIC of this cast, because it's no longer Candy. They're sick of Candy. We're sick of Candy. We tired of Candy. Candy want everybody walking around New York and anywhere all across Atlanta with things stuck up their ass and stuff. And it's just Candy. It's not appropriate all the time. Save that for the dungeon tour. Save that for it's time and a place. I don't want to just be at my job and I got this thing just up there buzzing. I mean, people looking at me crazy. It's like, oh, you okay? What's wrong with you, child? I mean, I wish I could tell you. But yeah, it's just okay. What else is happening? So, so Sanya, she has this little clothing line or whatever, and she only invites Candy and Kenya because she said that she got the closest to them. I still thought that was shady. Her and Drew fell out last week because her and Drew was friends. She got introduced to us by Drew, and they was friends, but she done flipped on Drew that damn quick, and she certain stuff that Drew's doing that she don't like, but she instead of pulling her off to the side, she decided to talk about it in front of everybody. That you get no respect from me in that department, Sanya. Regardless of what I think about Drew, regardless of what those other ladies think about Drew, regardless of what anybody else on this planet think about Drew, that girl was your friend. And the way that you did her, and you flipped on her episode 5 this quick in the same damn season, you get no love from me, Faith Evans. And low-key, you think you're being cute, but what you're really doing is putting a sour taste in the other lady's mouth about you, because you're showing that you have no loyalty. You're a flip-flop, and you're trying to be friends with the most popular girls on the show. Period. It's given very clout chaser. That's what it's given. It's like, oh, let me link to Kenya and Candy. I don't know. I don't know if you want some kind of validation from them. I don't know if you want their Instagram followers. I don't know if you want to get in good with them so that they can help you stay on the show. I don't know what you want from them, but you're probably not going to get it. I don't know how much longer Candy's going to be on the show. But I love and respect Candy. As everything that she is, a businesswoman, and just being always capitalizing off everything, every opportunity, every idea. She's super smart and resilient, and she takes care of her family, and she's really an awesome person, Candy Burrs. But in my opinion, honey, you have served your time on this show, and in the words of Shawnee O'Neal, thank you for your services. But it's time to go. It is time to go. So yeah, Sanya, you getting super close with Candy. I mean, it's cool. Y'all can be friends off the show, but on the show, in my mind, Candy out, even though she's still there. They low-key trying to come for Candy a little bit. Sheree getting mad at Candy about everything. Sheree getting mad because Kenya and Candy is talking to Sanya about what happened with her and Tyrone left her stranded outside a coffee shop in Philly. I mean, well, Sheree, you can't get mad at that. This is par for the course. This is the show. That's what the girls do. They talk about each other. So, I mean, how can you get mad at that, Sheree? I thought it was a little weird. Like, okay, Sheree. So, yeah, anyway, like I said, Marlo had this little surprise get better situation with Sheree. She invited her to her house. Actually, Drew helped Marlo cook for Sheree. You know, Drew and Sheree, they kind of fell out and had that situation, which I thought was like super cool of Drew. In general, I think that Drew is a good person. I think she's talented, but I don't know if she's just a good fit for the show. I really don't. And the show is definitely not helping her, I don't feel, or her marriage. Because Ralph is as attractive as he is a hot mess, girl. And my Lord, what a headache. And Drew, you are a beautiful woman. You are, without all the extra hair and makeup and Dance with the Stars outfits and all the extra stuff. You are a beautiful, beautiful woman. So anyway, let's see. I know I bounced around. Oh yeah, okay. So going back to Sanya's photo shoot. Like I said, she only invited Kenya and Candy. She originally also invited Drew, but then she disinvited Drew. Who does that? If I know, unless I don't know them, I know as soon as I wake up in the morning and go about my day, I know who I want to be around and who I don't. If I'm forced to be around somebody because of work or whatever, then fine, cool, I know how to act. But in my downtime, I know for a fact specifically who I want to be around and who I don't. Sanya, you knew that you did not want Drew there. So why did you even invite her? Because you look even worse inviting somebody than disinviting them. That's weird. Just don't be bothered, period. You know, Sanya's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. She's trying. She's trying to earn her peach, but I think it's on the way to being rotten. So yeah, you know, Marlo, she had a kickback with Sheree and Sheree only. She had like a personal shopper and all this stuff. It was super cute. But I did agree with Sheree when Sheree said, you know, Sheree had a personal shopper that Marlo hired, but Sheree actually had to pay for the stuff, which I thought was weird. I mean, why can't you give me nothing for free? So I'm literally just going shopping. I mean, I appreciate all this, but Marlo, if you couldn't get it for free, then I mean, you could have kept the personal shopping part, but you could have just invited me over to eat. Hell, that would have been cool. Put on some damn movies and called it a day. So I thought that was weird. I was like, ooh, child. But anyway, Sheree paid for it. Child, good luck on the light bill being paid in the chateau this month. So, they started talking and stuff, and Sheree started to cry, and Marlo was trying to encourage her with that deep voice, and it was a cute enough scene, right? So, Sanya, she wanted to invite the ladies over to her home or wherever she rented out. Her and her mom was gonna cook. She wanted to introduce them to her Jamaican roots. Child, the girls, everybody came, but Drew. I was like, ooh, child. Now later on, Drew ended up coming. Now Drew, that's tacky as hell too. I'm never coming to something I'm not invited to. If you don't want the doll there, the doll won't be there. Kiss my ass. I got plenty of stuff to do. Life is constant for me, especially. It's a lot going on in my home life, so I'm more than happy to stay at home, sweetheart. Thank you. But anyway, Drew ended up coming. I was like, oh, Lord, she coming to get cussed out? But Sanya ended up coming. They ended up asking where Drew at. Kenya had got into it with Marlo because Marlo and Sheree, because they had got irritated with Kenya. They thought she was lying because she was in full glam, that because she was supposed to be there at the Sheree party. But she didn't come. She said she wasn't feeling well. But they said she was in full glam. So her and Marlo got into it, and it was child, it was getting ugly. Child, Marlo and Sheree walked off from the little dinner, child, for a moment. They started talking, child, and because Sheree got mad at Candy for not telling her that she was talking about Tyrone and the whole situation. Girl, anyway. Child, Marlo went out there and roasted Candy. She said that she is a sugar mama, allegedly. Marlo said that allegedly Candy's stuff down there ain't no good, and that's why she has to date below her tax bracket, allegedly. Allegedly, what Marlo said, that she was just loose. And what she say that had me hollering, I don't know. Marlo just said Marlo be roasting. Marlo be roasting, and she just got mad that damn quick. And I was like, child. So Marlo and Candy ain't gonna be friends. Candy said, child, when Marlo got on the show, even way back when, well, recently, when she was just a friend to the show. She's always been a friend to the show until the season. But she said that she was she was cool and all that, Marlo, because she used to date her god brother. But as soon as she got on the show, she flipped. And now Marlo has a peach, so she really has reason to flip. So, I mean, I guess Marlo and Candy ain't going to be friends or sisters, god sisters. So, that was a mess. And then to end, like I said, Drew came in. So we're going to see what it gives. The girls are out for blood this season. None of these ladies are friends. Not really. And, they just all for themselves. They all shade each other. They all talk crap about each other. But it's not in a, it's just in a shady, messy way. That there's really no love behind it, I don't see. But we're going to keep watching this season. Like I said, it's a C+, B-, and that's being nice. So we'll see what it gives. We'll see what it gives the rest of the season. But I'm tuned in. Are y'all? With that said, I'm MrChalaki. I am back in black. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at @iskinsworld on Instagram and Twitter. At @iskinsworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.